Welcome to this special Tuesday night edition of the NFL on Fox. Live from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland is the final game of this Week 13 slate of this 2020 NFL season as the 3-8 Dallas Cowboys are in town to play the 6-5 Baltimore Ravens. Hey, good evening, everybody. Great to see you again. It's been a long time since we've done this, right? My name is Tamir Moore. Thank you so much for joining us. And tonight, we end Week 13 with a very interesting matchup. You got the Dallas Cowboys, who obviously been terrible all year, against a Baltimore team that definitely needs a win. If you've been following the Ravens over the last couple of weeks, it's been tight. It's been hell for the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have all these players out with COVID, but a lot of them will be coming back tonight, so we'll see how they will respond after being out in the lineup for a bit. The Cowboys come in, like we mentioned before, with a record of 3-8. The Cowboys have not played since November 26th. They've had almost 2 weeks to prepare for this game. Their last game was Thanksgiving Day against the Washington football team. They lost 41-16. The Cowboys have been off since then because the Ravens' schedule has been absolutely crazy, right? With all the postponements, like their game last week against the Steelers, which they lost 19-14 on Wednesday, was scheduled for Thanksgiving night. Then was postponed to the following Sunday. Then postponed to Tuesday. And if you're following me here, it was postponed to Wednesday when the game ultimately got played. And then that meant that the Cowboys-Ravens game, which was supposed to happen last Thursday, was postponed to Tuesday. Kind of remember the situation we had earlier in the season with the Chiefs and the Bills, right? That was supposed to be played on a Thursday, but because of the Bills rescheduling, because of Tennessee's positive COVID outbreak earlier in the season, that game had to be moved from Thursday to Monday. So, we're going to play this game 5 days later than scheduled, but hey, it's 2020 for you, right? So, we get it in when we get it in. Andy Dalton, the quarterback last week, passed for 215 yards and had an 84.8 quarterback rating against the Washington football team. In 5 road games this season, running back Ezekiel Elliott, he has 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing and 2 receiving. And Amari Cooper last week on Thanksgiving Day against Washington, he had 6 receptions for 112 yards and a touchdown. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, the rookie out of Oklahoma, he had 5 receptions last week. Tight end Dalton Schultz had 8 games with at least 4 more catches in 2020, tied with TJ Hawkinson of Detroit among NFC tight ends for the league lead. Now, as far as the Cowboys-Ravens series is concerned, the Ravens lead the all-time series 4-1, winning all 3 games. In Baltimore, the Cowboys and Ravens last met 4 years ago back in 2016 when Dallas had a 10-point win. Dez Bryant, you remember Dez Bryant, all those years in Dallas. He's with the Ravens now, so you know this is going to be an emotional night for him. The Ravens come in with a record of 6-5, 3 straight losses, their longest since 2018. And the Ravens, they are definitely needing a win here tonight to continue their battle to make the playoff with just 5 games left, including tonight's game. The Ravens may win win all the remaining games just to get in. So Baltimore, it's a must-win for them. Cowboys can still win the NFC East to fight their 3-8 record where every team is below 500. However, if the Cowboys lose again tonight, Dallas is all but out. Storylines. Well, they're playing storylines in this one, but numerous players returning. Can Baltimore get back on the winning track? The Ravens were obviously undermanned with their game last week against the Steelers, but a host of players to come back on the COVID list, including quarterback Lamar Jackson, defensive end Calais Campbell, running back J.K. Dobbins, and Mark Ingram, and also Patrick Ricard, Macari, Skura, Justin Matabik, Jahad Ward, and Morgan Cox. That's a lot of talent right there, and the Ravens hope that those players that they're used to coming back to the lap will help them win. Of course, we talked about the Dez Bryant situation. Can the Ravens defense dominate working takeaway? Ezekiel Elliott has fumbled 6 times this season. He's lost 5 of them. Ravens quarterback Marlon Humphrey has forced 6 fumbles. Marcus Peters has forced 3. And Dallas might have 13 turnover ratio, the second worst in football. The Dallas Cowboys have little chance of pulling off an upset tonight unless they take care of the football. And the Ravens, they take care of the ball. Cowboys don't. That's the issue. If Dallas take care of the ball, they're probably going to win. Some of the key matchups we're looking forward to tonight. Baltimore secondary against Dallas wide receiver. As you know, the Cowboys have a talented wide receiver group featuring Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup. Cowboy quarterback Andy Dalton is very familiar with the Ravens defense from the years before playing with Cincinnati, right? Rivals in the AFC North. Humphrey and Peters had the talent to match up with anyone, but Jimmy Smith and Trevon Williams, coming back from a groin and hamstring injury, may not play, and Anthony Everett will be returning from the injury list if he does suit up and start. The Cowboys may test the Ravens secondary with three wide formations, looking for a matchup they can exploit. Also, Baltimore's running game against Dallas defensive line. The Cowboys have allowed almost 157 yards per game on the ground, the most in the NFL. Baltimore's backfield is much deeper than it was a week ago, so is their offensive line. It makes sense for the Ravens to attack the Cowboys with the running game. And finally, the Baltimore pass rush against the Dallas offensive line. The Cowboys have allowed 31 sacks, and starting offensive linemen Zach Martin and Cam Irving are out for this game. The Ravens have plenty of pass rushers available to get after Andy Dalton, even if Matt Judon is unavailable tonight because he's on the reserve COVID list. Expect Ravens defensive coordinator Wink Martindale to dial up some of the split packages. It's the Cowboys and the Ravens tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox, NFL Network, and Amazon Prime Video.